Hey there, welcome to the vid, and in this vid I'm going to talk about what some of the DPDR symptoms are and why you actually get them and what you can do about it. And if you are new to the channel, then welcome. My name is Dan and I help people recover fully from DPDR using either one-on-one coaching or the Freedom course. And if you are a subscriber, then welcome back. There are hundreds of symptoms that come with anxiety and DPDR, including feeling detached from your body, feeling detached from your surroundings, having emotional numbness, catastrophizing, having intrusive thoughts, having existential thoughts, heart palpitations, panic attacks, tingling in your arms, stress headaches. There are so many symptoms that come into it. And you might be wondering, why are they here? How can anxiety actually do this? And the answer to that is that it's how your body physically responds to a threat. So there's two parts to the nervous system. There's the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. And one of them controls the fight, flight, or freeze response, which is the sympathetic, and the parasympathetic controls the rest and digest. And out of those two parts of the nervous system, the one that has priority and basically overrides everything else is the sympathetic. And so that's why if you are feeling scared or worried, you don't necessarily feel hungry or you don't want to sleep, because having food and digesting isn't that important if something's about to attack you. You want to focus on the thing that's attacking you. And so that's why the fight, flight, or freeze response will always take precedence. And this is the key to where all the symptoms are coming from, because it's pumping adrenaline through your body. It's making you alert and aware for that possible threat. Now, the problem comes in, and why the symptoms can just seem so crazy and horrible and scary, and just like there's so many, and maybe they're even changing, is because your sympathetic and your parasympathetic are out of alignment right now. If you constantly have that panic button turned on, then there is no time for rest and digest. There is no time to bring yourself back to a state of equilibrium. And I know this might all sound a little bit confusing and like there's a lot of information. I do go into it in a lot more depth in the Freedom course, but for now, this is enough info for you to sort of get a high level overview of what's going on. And I know that it's really challenging to think that this can just come from anxiety. How can thinking just do this? Well, it's because it activates that part of your nervous system, which physically gets chemicals going around your body. And that's why you can have a sensitivity to lights. That's why you can see visual snow. That's why maybe you're picking up more stuff with your ears. That's why you're sort of sensing the environment and having a hyper awareness of it. It's because it's your body doing that for you. It's your body doing exactly what it's designed to do, which is to look for that threat so you can protect yourself and so you can survive. But there is good news, because you can get out of it. I've done it myself. I've helped a lot of people get out of it. And at the moment, the Freedom course is helping people get out of it. And the way that you do that is by getting these two systems back in harmony, balancing it out again. Because right now, it's called a sensitized nervous system. Your nervous system is sensitized. And that's why the littlest thing can trigger symptoms. Because if you think to a time before you had this, you probably did get anxious and worried and scared and all the other sort of negative emotions, but you didn't actually experience any symptoms. So if you can bring it back down to alignment and bring it back in balance with each other, then you can experience those negative feelings again, but without the symptoms, because your nervous system is sensitized. That's why you're getting the symptoms. You've got to desensitize your nervous system. And the way to do that, there's so many different ways, too many to get into in this video. But one of the ways that you can do that is just to say that to yourself right now, that it is possible to get out of it. There is a path to get out of it. And that in itself is gonna give you some kind of direction and some kind of hope. Because I know, and I was there myself, is that when you do first fall into this, you don't know where to go, you don't know where to look. And when you do look, there's so much conflicting information, you don't actually know what to do about it all. Something you can do right now is to recognize when you are having these intrusive thoughts, or if you are having a symptom, is to recognize that it is just a symptom. It's not really part of you. It's just your brain in overwork at the moment. It's just doing what it's trained to do. It's just doing what it does for everybody. But the thing is that it's been doing it for too long. And so it's used to doing it. Your mind is used to doing it. And here's the thing, right, is that your nervous system wants to reset. It wants to get back to that equilibrium, but your mind at the moment is stopping it because You might be chasing the thoughts down the rabbit hole. You might just be endlessly researching about how to actually recover, without actually doing the steps you've got to do to recover. You might have lost a sense of hope. You might not have any direction, and all of this stuff is going to contribute. So you need to sort of take a step back right now and look, what am I actually doing to recover? Ask yourself these questions. Am I following the thoughts down the rabbit hole? Am I thinking that this is going to last forever? Am I thinking that my DPDR is special somehow and different from everybody else's? And I know that those first steps might be difficult as well, because you might be thinking, well, what if I do start and I don't start to feel better? What if I make these first steps and I don't recover? Then what will I do? And I'm here to tell you that that is just the anxiety talking. It's not your normal thoughts going through. It's just a heavily biased, anxious thought which is going on. And if that thought is happening for you right now, then you have a choice. You can either believe that thought, or you can challenge that thought, or you can ignore that thought, or you can put in a different thought. It's down to you. It really is your choice there. And so if you choose to believe that, oh, I'm never going to recover, it's too hard, what if I fail? Then the chances are you are going to be like this for longer than you need to. But if you do sort of look at it in a different way, try something different, then you are going to get on that path and you are actually going to start to feel the recovery start to happen. And look, if you do need help with your recovery, and if there is too much information and you don't know what to do, then check out the Freedom course. It's the best DPDR recovery course there is. And it tells you step by step exactly what you need to do and when you need to do it in order to be able to recover. You don't need anything else. You won't need any more videos. You won't need to do any more research. That internal hope will start to come back for you. And there is nothing like knowing that you're on the right path and actually starting to see results. So if you are interested in that, then go check out the link in the description and a pinned comment. And my friends, I hope this video has been useful to you and you've gotten some good information from it. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.